So, justice in Kenosha. In case you hadn't heard, Kyle Rittenhouse cleared of all charges. Uh, Not surprising at all, given the trial, but at the same time, kind of a surprise because I just sort of thought, wait a minute, they're going to actually they're actually going to let a young white man go free after he shot people dead, a couple of them dead, and injured another one in a race riot, uh, in a clear act of self defense. But still, it goes against the sacred cows, and he's just a privileged white man and blah blah blah. So we have to set an example and blah blah blah. I thought that somehow that mentality would prevail, but thankfully it didn't. Thankfully, the jury apparently just looked at the evidence and came to the conclusion that was reasonable to come to. That was not related to race. That was not related to politics. That was not related to current events. That was simply based on an examination of the evidence, a bit on the testimony of eyewitnesses, and so forth. So I'm happy. I'm relieved. I haven't talked about this trial at all. I'm not really. I didn't really want to follow it blow by blow. I didn't want to get caught up in it. But it became more and more clear to me from what I was hearing about it that this was just an utter farce of a trial. And there was, it sounds as though there was absolutely no effort made to restore order there during this time of rioting, people getting their businesses burned down and looted, and so forth. And it took this 17-year-old kid to for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know his full story. I don't know his backstory. I'm not saying he's clean as the driven snow or anything like that. I'm just saying the evidence seemed to indicate that he was not guilty of these charges. I look at the kid, and he is just a kid. And I honestly, I see, I don't know, I see a face of like a sort of puppy dog face. There's something to me kind of very moving about this kid and his countenance and his, could be my son, could be anybody's son. So anyway, I wasn't, as I said, I wasn't following this trial publicly, but I wanted to chime in on it, and I also do hope that now that the trial itself is over, I do hope that, as with the kid from the pro-life rally a couple of years ago, who got completely misconstrued, consciously misconstrued, or shown to be a bad guy, shown to be some kind of smirking, overprivileged creep, when that was anything but the case. When he had this maniac come and banging drums in his face, and he was just sitting there, showing a lot of restraint. I can't remember that kid's name right now, but he was smeared by all of the Lugan press, by all of the worthless mainstream media, who can't seem to tell the truth if their lives depended on it, and maybe someday soon their lives will depend on it. But I hope that the Rittenhouse, I hope that Team Rittenhouse takes some legal action as well, and takes some of these venues down, kicks them around, get some money out of them. I do hope we see that kind of outcome. But maybe, I don't know, maybe maybe this kid just wants to retire from public life for a little while. And if he does that, I wouldn't blame him. At the same time, I would like to, justice has been served insofar as he's not going to prison. But there needs to be further justice. The record needs to be rectified. What the media did to this kid needs to be corrected. And I do hope there are some outlets out there, some venues out there who are willing to take up the mantle of this kid and clear his name. So those are my thoughts on the Rittenhouse verdict. Let me know what you think below. My name is Andy Nowicki. Check out my work at altrightnovelist.com. My latest book, The Insurrectionist, can be purchased from terrorhousepress.com.